Okay, what I want to do on this video is just kind of give you a quick little cautionary advice when you're creating your videos. Remember that YouTube is a free platform, and that means that at any given time, if they decide to, on a whim, they can shut your channel down or shut your account down. And so remember that if you're, for example, one of my mentors was talking to me about, he was sharing how if you're going to be putting videos on your blog, that you may not want to host them on YouTube, simply because if something happens to your YouTube account, that means then that all your videos that you have on your blog now aren't there, and all you have is black boxes. So you want to make sure that if you're going to be using videos on your blog, that you host them, and there's different hosting sites that you can use, like Amazon, for example. I'm not going to go into that too much in detail right now. I've covered that in another training series, but just keep that in mind. So another thing is when you're uploading your videos, you want to stay under the radar. I've heard of people trying to upload 10 or more videos in a given day, and while you might get away with 10 videos, if you keep poking the bear, he's going to bite you. So one of my coaches told me, he says, particularly if you're doing live streaming videos where you're live streaming, don't go more than 3 videos on every second day. Keep it to 3 videos every second day, and you'll fly under the radar. Typically, you won't have any problems. That doesn't mean you won't. You still can. And you sometimes will get some hater out there that will flag one of your videos and have your account shut down. So you may end up in a situation where you have to decide, do I want to fight this out on with YouTube, or do I want to just let it go and not risk having the channel shut down? Maybe you've been posting a lot of very similar videos. They call them spam videos, where you take a video and all you're doing is changing the front end and the back end. So you maybe have a slide at the beginning and a slide at the end, and you're just changing them out, but the content in between them is the same. So if you're doing something like that, you're probably going to end up not wanting to challenge YouTube on that. So just keep that in mind. Don't post too many videos in a given day. And again, 3 videos is certainly an easy number to work with every second day. Also, there's a lot of people that are doing marketing for local SEO, and they're putting the company's phone number in the title of the video, and getting away with it. There's no problem. They're having great success with it. They've been doing it for years. But it's against the terms and service of Google, and Google likes to actually charge people money for advertising. They actually promote advertising. Maybe you've even received a phone call from Google saying, "Hey, would you like to promote your video service or your company on Google? We can get you a front page listing." And so they will put the phone number up front and center on the title. So you don't want to be. I would recommend, again, play safe. Put your phone number on your thumbnail. That way, there's no problem. And you know what? The thing is, with the phone number on the thumbnail, it's extremely easy to see. Whereas if you're looking at the phone number in the title, not so much. And don't make your titles look too spammy. I mean, if you're best plumber in or emergency plumber in Dallas, Texas, that's a good one. If you went emergency plumber, Dallas, Texas, we got the best prices in town, it sounds kind of salesy. Now you only have 100 characters that you can put in your title, but I made the mistake of doing just that. I was trying to come up with really creative titles and stuff, and I ended up having my channel flagged. So make sure that your titles look credible. It just makes you look like you're a real business. You're not some sleazy group. Okay. Also, when you're creating your videos, make sure that you're using video clips. If you're putting a video, maybe you've got some stock video that you're using, make sure that you have the rights to use it. Don't go and post somebody else's video up there and then put your logo on it, because you're going to end up getting a call or a letter from a lawyer saying you just violated someone's copyright. Also, images and audio. I buy all my images, but I had an image just recently here where I had actually taken just a small portion of an image and put it in with on a larger image, just kind of overlaid it on a larger image, and believe it or not, I got a email from some, actually it was a company that was a photo company that had that photo. Now, even though it was just a portion of it and there was no metadata that they could have ever read, any description or anything on the actual image, because it was overlaid on top of another image, still there's they have software that goes out on the internet and scans looking for images that they own, and to see if there's a copyright violation. So as it turned out, I couldn't find. I've got thousands and thousands of images on my computer, and rather than spending days trying to find it, I just simply, they gave me an option of buying another image, and that's what I chose to do. And the same thing with audio. Don't think that you can put, you can be talking like I am right now to you and overlays some kind of musical background that you don't own, and think that, between the audio and the music, they won't be able to figure out what audio you're using. Again, YouTube, they're very quick to find any kind of a copyright violation on audio, and the thing is that so many people are using the same kinds of the same audio tracks, so they will very quickly find you out, and again, that can result in your account being flagged, and perhaps even having your account shut down if they find a lot of violations, because sometimes they'll do manual checks and they'll go through, and if they start finding violation after violation, your account's gone. And again, if you go back to what I was talking about with the blogs, there goes, if you had your videos that you were posting on your blog on YouTube, well, guess what? Your YouTube account got shut down, and now all your videos that you had on your blog are gone. So again, it's really important that you buy your own video stock, you buy your own audio, and you buy your own images. Okay, and you can go to, there's one of the free image sites you can use is Pixabay, Pixabay, and they have free images there. Now, you want to make sure also, because I had a friend that did this, he mistakenly went in and I don't know if he copied. What'll happen is images that, like, for example, if you go onto Google, you'll see this where you'll see a photo, and then there's kind of a very faint, it'll say something like iStock or photo or whatever, the brand of the company that actually stocks those images. And it very faintly, and what he did was he somehow grabbed an image and had it on his blog. So I was able to catch it before it got him into trouble. But you don't want to be using anything that's branded to a photo company that sells stock images. Okay, so make sure that you're using stuff that you own. I really encourage you to get a membership with if you're using stock video. There's Video Blocks actually has stock video. Images, you can get actually Storyblock. They have images, so I guess I'm kind of plugging the block group. But anyway, make sure you have access. You have access to stuff you own, and don't go and go onto Google and go into images and start pulling images off there, because you're going to get into trouble, and you don't want that. You don't need to have a lawsuit just because. And you might not be making too much in that video, but guess what? If you just got a lawsuit, now you're making a whole lot less. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you on this. Just make sure that you have your own images and videos and audio tracks. Okay, I'll see you on the next video.